Nyenzaga shipenda.
Well, hello there. It is good to see you tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. You're watching EBN Weekend Edition. We're coming to you live from Kenya's capital, Nairobi. What a day it has been, particularly in Meru, after the DCI detectives raided Meru County Governor Kawira'S home following investigations into the death of a blogger. Aside from that, hyenas attack in Juja are on the rise. A 10-year-old child has been killed. Well, this and much more we've got lined up for you tonight. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. DCI detectives raid Meru Governor Kawira'S home in Meru as investigations continue into the murder of Meru blogger Sniper. Hyenas attacks on the rise in Juja, with the latest victim being a 10-year-old boy. Traders in Nairobi County counting losses after fire raises down shops, property worth millions destroyed. Well, you can be part of this broadcast. Watch us across our social media platforms on EBN TV, as well as on our website at www.ebntv.co.ke. You're in safe hands. My name is Cynthia Nanjala. EBN Weekend Edition begins right now. Now, DCI team this morning raided the Meru governor's official residence in Meru town in a bid to unravel the cruel murder of Mr. Daniel Muthiani, a Meru blogger commonly known as Sniper. Daniel went missing on 2nd December and his remains were later found on 6th of December 2023 at the Mutonga River in Tharaka Nithi County. Detectives investigating the murder of Daniel Muthiani, a blogger, today pitched camp at Meru Governor Kawira'S residence. And the late Muthiani, also known as Sniper, is said to have been lured to his death by people who had promised to help him meet the governor.
Conducting an investigation into a murder.
So far, 6 suspects, including the governor's brother, driver, and a protocol officer, have been arrested in connection to the murder. On Friday evening, Governor Mwangaza said investigators were yet to ask for the resident's footage, despite allegations that the deceased was there before his disappearance. The team, that was led by Regional Criminal Investigations Officer Lenny Kisaka, said that the governor's official residence is one of the several crime scenes that they will camp to gather some relevant evidence.
Come here, behind us you can see that the residence of the governor, Meru County, and it's just part of the many other places that the team is visiting. So it's a continuous process that we are looking through the process of collecting whatever that is relevant to the matter that we are investigating. And we thought that we bring on board the county secretary, who is a senior government officer, to assist us coordinate investigations in this county, because some of the areas we are interested in, he's the one who can assist us.
Although the governor, Kawira'S, is believed to be not in the premises, DCI says they were accompanied by the county secretary.
And we want to tell the public that the investigations are at a very advanced stage. So in case there is anything that will be coming up which is tangible, we'll still be relying on the media to convey the message to the public. So I want to assure you that the investigations are at a very advanced stage, and we believe that justice to that family will be very, very important to the nation of this country, to the nation called Kenya.
Meru blogger Sniper disappeared on December 2nd and his body was discovered on December 16th, 2023. A post-mortem examination conducted on the body of the deceased at the Marimanti Level 4 Hospital mortuary in Tharaka Nithi revealed that he died of strangulation. Government pathologist Johansen Oduor, who conducted the examination, said Sniper had marks on his neck and exhibited signs of a person who had lacked oxygen. He also had fractured ribs and showed injuries on his head, which suggested that he was strangled before being thrown into a river.
So I want to assure the public that investigations are very focused on the evidence that will lead us to a court of law. So let's be focused.
Now, the first batch of visitors with visa-free entry to Kenya arrived at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. And speaking while receiving the visitors at the JKIA, Immigration and Citizen Services Principal Secretary Julius Bitok said the country will raise more revenue from electronic travel authorization ETA, whose charges are lower than that of a visa by almost half.
New visa-free regime is in place. We have put in all the measures. We have engaged all the stakeholders. We have engaged all the partners to ensure that we have a visa-free country. The system is security-proof. It is much more an improvement of the old system, because if you look at the persons who are coming from the 51 countries which are visa-free, there was no system to be able to get their security information. But right now, we have a robust system, and we call upon all Kenyans to support this very important initiative of His Excellency.
That was very easy and very convenient, because I could apply at once for my family or my family members. Before then, I need to apply separately.
When you look at the impact of this policy, you realize that we are going to be collecting, or rather we are going to gain approximately 1.5 trillion from tourism alone in terms of the money they will be spending.
Kenya is moving in the right direction. ETA is the way to go, and this system ensures that Kenya becomes more safe and secure for the traveling public and all our citizens at large.
Now, a student who scored C+ in his national examinations is seeking help to join university after failing to do so due to financial challenges. Kelvin Mburu Wanjiku had secured a place at the Kawira'S University but has had to defer in his first year after failing to secure the needed school fees for admission. Kelvin's mother, who plucks tea leaves at a tea plantation, has not managed to fund for her son's education despite putting up harambes, which only raised 30,000 Kenyan shillings.
Mwaka wa 2022 nikaweza kupata alama ya C+ ambayo ilifanya nipate barua ya admission kutoka shule ya Kawira'S University, ambapo sikuweza kuingia mwaka uliopita. Nilipata barua nilikuwa nafaa kuingia September mwaka uliopita, nikaandika barua ya defer kwa sababu sikuwa na school fees ya kutosha. Ikabidi niandike hiyo barua nikitegemea kuwa by next year maybe ningepata pesa. Sikuweza kujoin. Wakati December nikapata barua tena ya admission wakiniambia nafaa kujoin January. Tumefanya harambee mchango kidogo, tukapata 30,000 ambazo bado hazitoshi kuweza kuingia na kujiunga na shule ya Kawira'S University.
Na shida moja, mtoto anataka pesa ya shule na sina pesa. Nataka mtu anisaidie kwa kiwango Kenya ataniweza kunisaidia juu sina tegemeo ingine. Mimi nafanya kazi ya kuchuna majani ya kibarua. Kenya ninapata najaribu kungengana na peleka shule na ingine na wanunulia chakula. Hapo nataka usaidizi kwa yule mtu akitaka ajitolee anisaidie, nitashukuru Mungu.
Now, traders in the Ibrahim shopping mall located in the Nairobi's Central Business District are estimating the loss of millions of money after their property went up in flames following a fire that broke out in the mall at 10 a.m. on Saturday. According to those who witnessed the raise, they said the fire may have been caused by an electrical fault. However, police have initiated an investigation to determine the cause of the fire. And the fire department at the scene arrived at the scene and controlled the inferno, and no injuries were reported in the accident.
Na hiyo side ingine ilichomeka yote, so siku salvage kitu.
Umetoka tu kukimbia kufika hapa, tukapata kila kitu yote iko chini, imeisha yote, so hakuna kitu tumeweza kusalvage. Kwangu nimepata kukiwa down to ashes.
Kama ni hizo body mist nimesave kidogo, like 30 pieces only. I could ask the county government waingililie story kama hii, because about the firefighters, maybe they didn't do something about because the fire started at the upstairs and unfortunately it catched the ground floor, which it was not supposed to be that way.
Let's switch gears to some bit of politics, where Safina party leader and former presidential candidate in the 2022 elections, Jimmy Wanjigi, has warned President William Ruto against the high taxes charged to Kenyans, and while harassing Kenyans who are already facing the high cost of living. Wanjigi gave President William Ruto 3 months to find a solution to the high cost of living and terminate some laws that charge Kenyans to taxes. Otherwise, Kenyans will rebel the government.
Munasikia maoni ya wananchi. Mumekuwa kwa power mwaka moja, na wananchi wanaumia. Najua Wamagata pahali ako, hata yeye analilia sisi wananchi hapa. Mjue wananchi wanaumia, na kama hamutarekebisha hii msafara, usicheza na wananchi. Musicheza na wananchi. Hiyo si onyo, it is the truth. It is the truth. Munafikiri sisi ni kama panya. Sisi si panya. Sisi si panya ya kukanyaga. Sisi ni wa binadamu. Sisi ni wanabinadamu. Na muwezi kila siku munaamuka munatuumiza, munaleta ushuru, munaleta sijui nini, na kwanza ni watu wa hapa ambao wanaumia zaidi. Kweli ama si kweli? Ni watu wa hapa wanaumia zaidi, na watu wa hapa ndio waliweka nyinyi. Kweli ama si kweli? Kama si nyinyi wangekuwa hapo? Basi halafu wanakuja kumchezea. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Na mjue hii ni Januari 2024. Mumepatiwa the truth. Muko na miezi 3 namna hii. Kama hamutabadilisha hii mwenendo, haya miezi 3.
At the same time, a section of leaders from the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, led by Sabatia, Member of Parliament Clement Sloyer, have asked Kenyans to be more patient and to give the president's government time to implement promises he made to Kenyans during the elections. Sloyer reiterated that this year the government of the Kenya Kwanza, under the leadership of President William Ruto, will make great progress to achieve plans to make the life of Kenyans who are suffering from the high cost of living easier. He also asked President William Ruto to employ primary secondary school teachers who completed their contracts.
Lazima tubadilishe Kenya hii. Rais wetu anapitia katika hali ngumu, na hiyo lazima tukubali. Sisi ndio tumechagua Mheshimiwa William Ruto kama rais wa Kenya, na tukimweka kwa ofisi yeye pia tukubali naye amechukua mamlaka kutoka kwa watu wengine. Kwa hivyo mtu akiondoka kwa ofisi na mwingine aingie, ofisi inabaki ile ile. Kwa hivyo kwa saa hii Mheshimiwa Rais mnaona akizunguka kwa mataifa nje kwenda kutafuta marafiki ambao watatusaidia kunasua Kenya yetu. Mimi ningeomba serikali yetu, contract ya walimu hawa imeisha. Badala ya kuwatuma nyumbani, heri muandike wabaki kazini ili waendelee kufundisha watoto wetu. Si mnaunga hiyo mkono? Kama mtu amekuwa kwa contract ya miaka 2 na imeisha, confirm yeye aendelee kuwa mwalimu, kwa sababu hata ingawa sio hivyo, serikali lazima itarecruit walimu wa kujaza nafasi hizo. Sisi tuamuke. Kuna watu wanaenda kurushwa jela Januari hii, na sisi tulikuwa tunaomba tuvuke mwaka vizuri. So kama unajua kuna mahali umepita na umedhulumu mtoto yote msichana wa shule, ujue wakati shule inafunguliwa uwe umehama Kenya ama ujisalimisha, kwa sababu mkiambiwa hamsikii.
Grief has stricken Gwakigwe village in Juja, Kiambu County after hyenas mauled a 10-year-old boy to death. Dennis Teya, a grade 4 pupil at Tiririka Primary School, was in the company of his friends when the marauding hounds attacked them as they were heading home on Wednesday evening. The attack occurred even as 20 KWS officers are hunting down the killer animals in villages within Witethie and Kalimoni wards, following persistent attacks that have left a trail of deaths. The crackdown was ordered last month when hyenas attacked and killed a woman in Nyashaba village as she headed to work early in the morning. A 9-year-old boy was also mauled to death.
Tuna huzuni vile Dennis Teya alishikwa na fisi mwendo wa saa 1:30, na hiyo fisi ikamfuta kama mita 300, na mahali ikamuingisha kwa madhaje. Na sasa huzuni ile tuko naye ni ya kwamba mtoto visi hizo zikiendelea kumaliza watoto kama hao, tutapotelea maisha ya uzoni hatuna. Kwa hivyo tungeomba serikali itusaidie kutuletea mitego mahali hapa, ili hata zile hajulikani mahali ziko siweze kunazo na kumalizika mahali hapa, kwa sababu hapa hata hatuna na depot ya matakataka. Sasa diposa inasungusha tu watu kwa mambo mazao.
Sasa tuko na shida sana, kwa sababu kuna watu wanatokea kazi usiku, kuna watu wanaenda asubuhi mapema. Na sisi wenyewe unajua unaweza toka katuseme unaenda hapo nje uikute juu kama hiyo siku bado zililala zikiwika. Jana zilikuja kitu kaa saa 1 hapo usiku, imelala ikiwika saa 11 zilikuwa huku. Na sasa tuko na uoga sana. Tungeomba serikali itushughulikie, kwa sababu mande watoto wako shule na wanaenda mbali. Kuna watoto wa shule inaitwa Gashororo na ingine Thiririka. So sasa tungeomba serikali ituangalie hii mambo juu tunaogopa hata mchana hatutoki. Sisi kwanza especially wa mama na watoto.
Na hata hivyo bado tunafuatana na hizo mafisi. Hakuna penye sitatuepa. Hawezi kukula mtoto wetu wa shule akapotezea maisha mahali hapa, na bado mafisi zimejaa hapa na wanaangalia iko hapa.
To Isiolo and Samburu MCAs have begun an operation to help recover stolen animals. And Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki had issued an ultimatum of 2 weeks to criminals to return all stolen animals or face the full force of the law. He said that many officers in uniform lost their lives while providing services to the Kenyan government and its people, while a few elements are causing problems to the larger community. The Kenyan security boss warned criminals to stop that silly behavior or leave the country for good.
Bishia shukurani waziri wetu Kindiki kwa kukubali jana sisi kuungana na mkutano iliyofanyika Milango, na tukaomba yeye na viongozi wengine atupatie nafasi tuongee na watu wetu juu ya ng'ombe ama mali zile ziko na vijana wetu, ambaye ni ng'ombe sawa Meru, ngamia sawa Somali na mbuzi pia. Na leo hapa tumeanza mkutano asubuhi na sasa ndio tunamaliza, na tumeona wazee na vijana wako tayari kusaidiana na serikali kutoa mali ya wizi zile ziko katika wodi yetu ya Waso. Ukisema ukweli, wazee hata tumepata majina ya wezi ambaye majina 44 katika kila sehemu, na pia kuna wengine ambaye hawatoki wodi ya Waso, wametoka Koiting, wengine wametoka sehemu Sawamba na pia Serolivi. Na wazee pamoja na viongozi tumesema tutashikana mkono kuhakikisha tutafikia hawa mahali wako, kuongelesha hawa. Ng'ombe zimepatikana kwa siku ya leo ni ng'ombe 16, na wazee pia wamehakikisha kwamba kutoka kesho ng'ombe zitaanza kuletwa. Na zile ng'ombe zote tunapata, tunataka kusanya hizo ng'ombe hapa Archers Post, tusaidiane na polisi pamoja na NPR wetu washunge hiyo ng'ombe mpaka ifike idadi ambayo tunataka tunaweza peana.
Tumesema ni afadhali tutumie mbinu ambaye haitaumiza serikali na pia haitaumiza mwananchi wa kawaida. Ndio maana tumesema kwamba lazima sisi tuongeleshe watu wetu, ile mali wako naye watarudisha. Sisi tumehakikisha hiyo kwamba tumeongelesha watu wetu, jamii yetu wa Samburu na Waturkana, kwamba mali yote ya wizi wako naye, hata kama ni ya mwaka 10 iliyopita, tutahakikisha kwamba tumerudisha kwa wale ambaye waliibiwa. Kwa hivyo sisi ni jamii moja tu kama vile tuko kwa jamii zingine ya Waturkana, ya Somali na Oborna pengine na Meru. Kwa hivyo pia ndio tumeona kwamba ni lazima tusike tofauti yetu ambayo tulikuwa naye hapa awali, vile tulikuwa tunauana, vile tulikuwa tunaibiana mali, ndio tukae kwa uzuri vile tunakaa na makabila zingine. Kwa hivyo msione kana kwamba sisi pia kuna vitu ambayo tunapanga nyuma. Hakuna kitu tunapanga. Sisi tunataka watu wetu wote mahali kokote walipo, wakiwa Samburu County, wakiwa Isiolo, tuishi kwa amani, kwa sababu hatuoni maana ambayo tunapigana.
Leo sisi tuliongea na tumekubali kutoa ng'ombe. Kwa leo, siku ya leo tumepata ng'ombe kama 16 hivi, na niambia serikali hiyo ng'ombe tunaendelea kutoa haraka iwezekanavyo, sababu ni kitu ng'ombe iko na lazima tutoe. Mheshimiwa wote wamesukumusa ambaye wametupea majina wote ya wale walikuwa wahalifu, na kwa hivyo tutawafuatilia haraka iwezekanavyo mpaka hiyo majina wote hiyo ng'ombe wako naye watarudisha.
Kuunganishwa hapa na viongozi kwa kitendo ile tumefanywa na waizi, na hiyo tunasema tumekataa, na tunataka tumekubaliana na serikali vile anataka na tutamfanyia, kwa sababu hata sisi wizi tumekataa. Kwa ile majina ilipeanwa, tutahakikisha kama jamii ya Samburu, tutahakikisha hiyo ng'ombe ya wizi yote itarudi.
Doctors in Homa Bay County, through the Union of Doctors in the country, the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, KMPDU, have given the county government 1 week notice to resolve their complaints or terminate medical services in all public hospitals in the county of Homa Bay. The doctors complain of some nurses being fired without notice, promotion saga, uniform allowances, among other complaints.
We have a number of issues that we want the general public to know, and also the county government. On top of the list is the reinstatement of healthcare workers that were erroneously removed from the payroll with no notice, and the process of taking them back to the payroll is taking a century. August last year, the county government of Homa Bay deemed it fit to remove these healthcare workers from the payroll without a notice. In fact, they only got a notice 1 month after they had been removed from the payroll. They were removed in August. The notice stopping their salaries came on 5th of September, 1 month thereafter, which is against labor laws. And therefore we demand, we are not asking, that all these healthcare workers that were removed from payroll be reinstated immediately, and all their arrears for the months they have not gotten their salary be paid. It is quite unfortunate that Homa Bay County government is deducting from our salaries third-party deductions and statutory deductions. 5 months down the line, they are yet to remit for even a single month of those deductions. despite the year coming to an end and into another year. Nurses are entitled to a uniform allowance once every year, and that is normally paid with the December salary. Unfortunately, to our most shock, and with no notice from the county government on why that has not been done, they have refused to factor in those two allowances, the leave and uniform allowance, to those who are due. And therefore, we are not begging them. We are demanding that those two allowances be given to us when they'll be paying December salary, which is equally late.
This is Dr. Uchengo Tana, County Liaison Officer, KMPDU, Nyanza Branch, Homa Bay County. And we want to say that it has gotten to a point that we as health union workers have said that we want these issues to be resolved, and to be resolved to our satisfaction and to the satisfaction of our members. All the health workers unions of Homa Bay to issue a notice that if these issues are not resolved within a week, we are going to call for a joint industrial action in a week.
The Busia County government has strongly condemned the abuse of health workers and the destruction of property that occurred at Port Victoria Hospital in Budalangi constituency. The Deputy Governor, Dr. Arthur Odera, has called on the relevant authorities to ensure those responsible are arrested and face the full force of the law.
The most outrageous thing is the reaction and actions of the people you saw in that video. They broke public property, they destroyed public property, they molested a health worker and uttered unprintable things to the people who ideally were supposed to be serving them. The incident has since been reported to the police at Budalangi sub-county. We are working with the Budalangi police authorities and also the county police authorities to ensure that those individuals who have since been identified are apprehended and charged in a court of law. Health workers in this county, be they for the county government, be they for the faith-based organizations or private organizations, they offer a service to the residents of this county, and because they offer a service to the public, they deserve respect and they deserve to be treated with dignity. And our role is to make sure that they are protected and that their rights within the law are also protected. Since that incident, we have investigated. Even as we speak now, there is a team from the health department that has been Budalangi the whole day to just make sure we understand every aspect of it.
From the sports desk, in the FKF Premier League fixture, where the informed Nairobi City Stars jumped to second place on the log with 30 points after outclassing Talanta FC 3-0. City Stars are riding high and perhaps pushing for a top place finish, taking one game at a time while making no mistake of dropping points. Their star is usually shining. Elsewhere, Police FC made easy work for Kakamega Homeboys, convincingly beating the western-based side 3-0, courtesy of Musa Mohammed, Kenneth Muguna and Tito Okello. Police are now 8th on the standings with 24 points, tied with Bandari FC, who beat Nzoia Sugar 1-0 at the Mbaraki Stadium in Mombasa.
Game imekuwa vile tunataka point 3 na hiyo ndio kitu muhimu kwa wakati huu ndani ya ligi yetu ni kuchukua point 3.
Kwa nzuri sana, nashukuru vijana wameweza kujituma na kuweza kustahimili hali ya weather ya Mombasa na wakaweza kupata na upinzani ambayo ni nzuri sana. Hatujaweza kupata nafasi ya kufunga bao, lakini tumezitengeneza nyingi sana.
So that is where we wrap our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for keeping us company. We hope that you're up to date on what is happening across the country as well as across the counties. Well, it has been a pleasure to broadcast this news for you. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, but you will be with Fred Njeri on Christian World Today. On Monday, it is back to school, so we've got wall-to-wall coverage on what will be happening across various schools across the country. Even as parents say, school fees is a big headache, even as Form 1s are set to join on 15th of January. So, not to worry, we've got you covered on Monday as well. My name is Cynthia Nanjala. Have yourself a wonderful night.